Why are you wearing your mom's leopard print scarf on your head?
Honestly, it's not my mom's, it's mine. I bought it. I bought it. I'm in a war. I own it. I'm in a war with my hair right now and I'm losing. Oh my gosh. So I had to just wrap it up and put a bow on it.
Like a present.
Like a present. Like the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh my gosh.
Dysh. Dysh. Dysh.
Hey y'all, it's Onika
And J.R.
and you are dishing with Dainty Dysh. How you doing, J.R.?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing good. What you been up to?
I've been doing more yoga.
Lord, here we go.
I've been working on my core. That's what I've been doing. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing for the past couple weeks. I guess I haven't seen you in a little while. Mm-hmm. So I've been working on my core. And I'm doing well. It's doing all right. It's not hurting as much anymore. It's I can handle things.
That's good.
What else am I doing? Oh, I've got some corrections.
You've got some corrections.
Yeah, I was.
Is that what we're up to now? We're doing corrections.
Hey.
I'm not sorry for anything I said. So
I've got
what?
some corrections. I've got.
Go ahead with your corrections.
Okay.
Just know, guys, these are his corrections.
Well, I was informed by one of our list one of the listeners that we have to make some corrections. So I want to make some corrections. So remember that saying you said last week, where you said, "Shoot for the moon, even if you miss,
fall, you land on a star."
You land on a star. See, it's actually shoot for the moon, even if you miss, you'll land among the stars.
That's one man's opinion.
Well, that's the quote by Norman Vincent. I think it's Pillay. I think that's.
What does Norman Vincent know?
He's the guy that said it first.
Fine. He said it first.
But anyway, like among the stars, fantastic. The sun's a star. The other stars are around. You're among them. That makes complete sense.
That makes sense. My saying didn't make sense.
Your saying did not make sense.
Fair enough. I'll take that hit.
And then the next thing was I was told that introverts and extroverts can be friends and or more. And
I said they can be friends. It's the more I don't agree with.
Oh, well, I think I must have said they can't be anything.
They can't be anything.
I said introverts and extroverts cannot get along, and I don't remember exactly what I said. But anyway, I was told that they can get along, they can have successful relationships and all that good stuff.
Okay.
Is there anything else that's cool? Oh, I went to my first improv jam session.
Ooh, what's an improv jam session?
It's like... an improv jam session.
It's like an improv jam
like
session. You can't repeat the definition in the definition, dude. Like that's
definition.
annoying.
Yeah, the word in the definition.
Yeah.
It's whose line is whose line is it anyway? The games like you play on that show.
Yeah, I remember that show.
But instead of it being just the three hosts, the three hosts incorporate people in the audience. So you put your names in a hat, and then based on your skill level, you put your name in it's a different hat, and then they'll pull you. You get to play different games on stage.
Okay, that sounds cool.
It's cool. So I did that last night. It was really, really cool. First time. It was amazing. Had a blast. Some of my classmates from my improv class, we all went after class. It was pretty cool. What else is there? Oh, I met this guy, Paul, on the TTC, because we haven't had a TTC story in a while.
I know. Tales from the TTC. You got one? Give it to me.
I got one. But mine's really cool because I met this guy, Paul, who also had vitiligo, just like I do, but he's white. So I was in my zone. I live my life. I'm happy as can be. I just do my thing. So he just came up to me and he's kind of like, can I talk to you for a minute? And I was at first I was kind of like, dude, leave me alone.
Yeah, obviously. Like, I'm on the TTC. Stop bugging. I have the earphones in.
And he realized that, and then he showed me his arm. And he's like, I'm like, oh, okay, I can have this conversation.
No, yeah, this is something I want to talk about.
You've qualified yourself.
You've qualified. You've qualified in my mind.
We had a cool conversation. He was just talking about how this is something that actually ran in his family. So his grandfather had it, and then skipped a generation, and then he had it. Whereas for me, I'm like the only person in both sides of our family.
It's like me with the bipolar. Nobody else is crazy but me.
Yeah, but then we talked about it, and it was pretty cool.
How did it present on him? Because I actually recently met someone who was white and had, the skin disorder.
He said that it presented on him as a child. He had he said that after he was told that at birth he had 2 spots on his back. And as he got older, and as he grew, those spots got bigger, and then eventually it started presenting itself other places on his body until it got to where he is today.
Okay.
Unlike my story, that was like, ta-da!
Yours was rapid.
Fast forward 3 years, poof.
Yours was rapid.
Yeah, but that was all stress and the things that I was doing in my life and all those external factors. So,
that's true.
Yeah, like it's slowed down quite a bit now. But yeah, whatever. And the last thing, but I'll let you talk about it, is Mr. Kevin Hart. But that's not for me.
Yes. Thank you, J.R., for inviting me to see Kevin Hart instead of a girl. Instead of a girl, because that could have been a move for you, and I appreciate you being a gentleman and being like, I'm gonna treat my cousin to Kevin Hart. It was amazing.
Well, sidebar: nobody appreciates Kevin Hart more than you do.
Nobody loves Kevin Hart more than I love Kevin Hart. I've seen all his movies. I've seen all his stand-up comedies. I watched The Real Housewives of Hollywood. Like, I'm in Kevin Hart's life. Like, I'm in it. I was super disappointed when he had the affair and he didn't talk about it in the show as much as I wish he would.
I think you introduced me to Kevin Hart as a comedian.
Probably. That makes sense because like he's a funny little nugget of a man, and I love him so much. So it was really great to see him. I've been doing more and more of things like that lately because of you, so I really appreciate you inviting me to see Kevin Hart. But I cried the whole time. I was in tears the whole time. Didn't appreciate those bitches that were behind us.
Wow.
Yeah, if you're listening to the show, yeah.
Yo, you
first of all, you didn't even know if he was my man or if he was my cousin, that you were chit-chatting him up so much. That's number one situation. That's number one thing I was thinking. I'm like, these bitches are thirsty. They are thirsty. They're talking to you like, he, ha, ha, ha. I'm sitting right there. It's not like we're wearing our cousins' t-shirts, which we got to invest in a couple of those for when we go out to places.
Definitely.
Cousins' t-shirts, they're just flirting it up, having a good time. I smile at them. I'm like, whatever. It doesn't matter to me, but stop talking during the show. It was really frustrating. What else is going on with me? Oh, I did a pole dancing class last night. Yes. I have taken up pole.
Insert joke here.
I've taken up pole. So this is the first time my mother's hearing about this. Not the pipe, the pole. Not to be confused with the pipe. I've taken up the pole. So this is my first class that I did, and as you all know, I weigh a healthy amount of pounds, and I have zero upper body strength, so it's really hilarious me trying to do the like simple lifts and like dips and like it didn't work.
You said I can't talk about this, so I'm just gonna leave it alone.
Honestly, I give you carte blanche to discuss this because I'm talking about it and it's funny. It's like funny, whatever. Like, I don't care. Like,
did you fall on your behind?
I didn't fall. Because the thing is, I wouldn't allow myself to get there. Like, I didn't push myself.
Put your feet down first.
Yeah, I put my feet down first. Like, I'm like, oh, nope, not falling today. And I put my feet down first. And there was like a lot of complicated moves. And then during the freestyle, I just basically held onto the pole and like swirled around. Like, while everybody was doing like serious freestyle moves, I was just like swiveling around the pole and like doing like a sexy dance.
You're the strip club manager.
Yeah, I'm the manager. I haven't performed in years. So yeah, I did pole dancing, and I signed up for the month of limitless classes. So I'm going to take some, things to do with my core. Like, I have a healthy new respect for strippers after this class. Like,
oh, do you, eh?
These bitches, like, these bitches know what they are doing. They do it in like 10-inch heels, and they are up in the air, and they're doing inversions, and it's crazy. So I want to get there. I don't know if I ever will get there, but I'm hoping. I'm hopeful.
Okay.
I'm hopeful. I'm a Cam H donor now.
I don't know what that means.
I was walking down the street, right? And you know those people that bug you on the street, like they ask, like, "Hey, mister, hey, sir, hey, ma'am," and they'll call you over for something you don't want to hear about. So this time it was for Cam H.
Okay.
which is the Canadian Association for Mental Health. And so I stopped. Like I was going to give them the side eye, but then they said, oh, CAMH, and I stopped. And they told me that they're opening up like 175 new beds, you know. For,
they got you with the beds.
They got me with the beds because you know I'm all about getting that bed.
About that with Jesse.
Yeah, we talked about that with Jesse, the beds. So yeah, they got me with this. Like I donated. I'm a monthly donor now.
Shoot, they got you.
They got me monthly. They got me on the monthly plan.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not a one-time donor.
What?
You know, I'm hoping eventually that, you know, CAMH and my lives will align sometime, and I'll be doing some stuff for them eventually too. So, you know, it was a good place to start, just even with donating. So that was cool.
Yeah, I do not let those people outside stop me from my day, because the intersection outside of the building here, they're there all the time.
Yeah, it's different. It's different organizations, but
it's different people all the time.
Yeah, it's like World Wildlife Federation.
But the things these the people say, like, they're some of the best sales people like out there. They've had to have taken improv classes or something, because it's hilarious. Like I was actually in my improv class. Funny you brought that up. We were actually talking about people that were on the corner, and one of the things they'll say, because one of the gentlemen in my class, he said he was out with his buddy, and they both have beards, and the girl was like, "Hey, bearded fellas, you guys got a minute?" And you know,
they'll just like throw things out.
They'll throw things at them, like, "Oh wow," and like, "Oh,
yeah, that's pretty cool."
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. And I see you though over there making fun of my head tie.
Well, I can't make fun of your head tie.
Well, honestly, I've given up. This is the problem. I convinced myself that perming my hair, which a perm, if for basically white people that don't know what it is, a perm isn't a curly thing, because for white people it's curly, for black people it's straight. So I've been perming my hair since I was 9 years old, thinking that was the good hair, that was the good right thing to do. And now I realize, you know, living in Toronto, my hairdresser lives in Ajax. Got to make the trip down there once a month just to get the hair tight. Like, it doesn't make any sense. That's why I think I see so many natural looking girls on the streets of Toronto, because there's nowhere in Toronto for black people to get their hair done.
I don't know. I get my hair done in Toronto.
You get your hair, you go to a barber though, and that's a different experience. I would say the barber experience than the hairdressing experience. Yeah,
I guess, but it still takes it takes a lot to find a good barber.
It does.
And I was recently told that I need to start moisturizing my beard. I should probably start like using more conditioner in there. Start because it's starting to grow.
So would you say you have good hair?
I don't. It's the only hair I have, and I'm happy I have it. So it's good hair. Like I got it.
You got it. It's natural.
And yeah, I've never done anything to it. I've got hair. Like, I mean, there's people I know that are bald, and so me with hair is just it's a good thing. It's a good thing. That's it. Like, I got hair. That's it.
I saw you looking at those man weave videos the other day. Oh my god! Looking at the man weave videos. I was watching those the other day.
I was like, can I just like skip the process? Because I got what I got right now. Weave. I got like what 2 inches right now.
You got about 2 inches and a little bit. About 2 inches. You got to pull it out to measure it.
Yeah,
you know,
pull it out.
Got it because it's curly.
Yeah, I got about 2 inches right now. But I was like, how about I just get a man weave and just finish the look? Because remember the whole purpose of the look was that I wanted to do the man bun for Caravana. Remember?
Yes.
I think it was like December.
Caravana's like 2 weeks away.
Caravana's like like a week.
Yeah, it's like
whatever.
A week.
So it's not gonna happen.
No.
But and it was so funny. I think a couple weeks ago when I was at our cousin's birthday, one of her I don't know. I think it's one of her friends. He had like a kind of like a. Not a man bun, but like he had like the hair with the dreads and the pony. I don't know what you call it.
Okay, I bet you I know who it is too.
Whatever. But anyway, I was like, how long did it take you to grow? And he's like, nah, maybe it's like a year. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, this is what I got after 6 months. He's like, yeah, it's gonna take you a lot longer.
Because hair goes through. My hairdresser told me that your hair goes through cycles. Like it goes through, like where there'll be periods of times where it won't grow as much as other periods of time.
Oh, I just find like if I'm eating better and I'm like resting, like I found it's grown quite a bit in the last since the last time I cut it, it's the last time I trimmed the sides, I found that it's grown quite a bit since then, since I've been like doing a bit more clean eating and more exercise. And
my mom loves your hair. She loves your hair.
Yeah, she started spreading rumors in the family like Julian's got that good hair. The good hair. You know,
I want that good hair.
Our cousin comes up to me, she's like, so I heard you have this hair, and I'm like, well, you see it. This is all I got. I don't know.
I feel like there's a movement right now in our family to go natural. Like everyone's shifting towards
my mom said
natural.
My mom said she wants to get her hair cut. I've never seen my mom
without like a Jerry curl. Doesn't your mom have like a texturized?
I don't know.
I think it's texturized.
I guess I don't know what you call it, but she wants to get rid of it. She wants to she's just tired of having to the same thing you were saying, just like having to get it done
every
like
6 weeks and
yeah. And I understand. I guess I get it. Like, I don't know. For me, it's just weird because I've never seen my mom like that. But I mean, I understand it. Yeah, do your thing. But it's just one of those weird things.
Yeah, I think she's got like a bit of a Jerry curl going on. So to get rid of that, she has to chop everything off. I feel like when you say
Jerry curl, like when I think of Jerry curl, I think of like one of
like
those
Soul Glow from just let yourself. You're
oh
so
my gosh! But no, it doesn't look like
Coming
that.
to America.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like that. It looks. I don't know.
It's curly. It's curly.
It's curly.
It's texturized. I think it's probably texturized.
Sure, let's call it texturized. But I've always used the products that she's had like laying around. Like if I put those, like the non, like chemically ones, like the maintenance products. I've always used like in high school I'd use those. Because there was nothing else in the house, so
and then you took a pause after that
and then
for a while.
Yeah, and then I stopped because you get older and you start doing your own thing. You move out. You just kind of like don't take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And then I started realizing my hair was not looking
tight
anymore. And then it was when you made the comment. You were like, "But you need to go take care of your hair.
Like you look like a homeless person.
Go take care of that, please."
Yeah, I remember that conversation.
Yeah, and then that led to me watching YouTube videos about products because I had a conversation actually. Was it that same night? I don't. I was out with one of my buddies and his girlfriend, my buddy Eric and his girlfriend, and I think it was on his birthday, which was probably in February. But we were talking about hair. It was a bunch of black people. We were just talking about hair.
Yeah.
And
it comes up. Like, you'd be surprised how much hair comes up.
Yeah, and this is one of those times where I was still, like, virgin to the whole hair thing.
Yeah.
Like, I might have used
You still act like you were a white boy. You didn't have to do nothing to your hair.
I used to just buzz it off.
Like, whatever. Like, white boy styles.
Yeah. But I used to use the product, but I never knew the names of it or how to speak about it in a conversation.
Any coherent way, yeah.
So, the term product, like you have to put product in your hair, and I was like, product. I'm like, for a minute there, like people were getting offended, like I was like it's like you learn, like when a kid learns the word, like the F word, and they just start saying all the time product. So I was like saying product. I was just gonna throw it in a bunch of sentences, and I was probably offending people, but I didn't mean to. It was just like the first time I ever had the opportunity to use it in a sentence. But it was one of those times where I started learning. Oh, you need to like. You can use leave-in conditioners, and you can to make it easier to comb, and once you start growing it in length, because I was a 1-level guy for the longest time. Now I've got like a if I pick it out, it's like a high top fade actually. It's long. It's pretty long. I'm looking at it from here, so I can see it. Yeah, so I had to learn you learn things like I had to wrap it up at night. And like when you were talking about having a silk head wrap. You didn't give me silk. You gave me
like it was like a satin polyester. No, it wasn't. It was like a satin.
Yeah, so that was the first one that I ever had. So I used that. And then my mom thought it was hers. And then she took it, and I'm like,
no, it's mine.
I'm like, okay, whatever. So then I got nice cases now.
That's true. If you get silk pillowcases, you don't have to wear a head tie.
Yeah. But I think I have to start wrapping it up because I don't want to ruin them.
Definitely.
But
I wrap my hair up. I wrap my hair up every single day. I have to, and it's just like I said, the whole process to me, it wasn't my decision to perm my hair. It wasn't
whose decision was it?
It was my mom's decision.
Oh, okay.
When I was 9 years old. She decided that life would be easier for me because I used to struggle with my hair. Like I had thick, like voluptuous, like long, like gorgeous hair when I was a kid.
You just had hair, okay?
I had hair. Like it was good hair.
Don't be like, oh, it was voluptuous. You just had hair.
And someone got it in her head that like, oh, perm her hair and then put extensions in it so it'll like won't break in the winter. So then my mom permed my hair and I had my hair like down to like middle of my back for like maybe like a month.
Yeah.
And then she put the extensions in it, which if you guys don't know what an extension is, like a braided extension. She left it in for 6 months and all my hair fell out.
What do you mean she left it in for
because
6 months?
the hairdresser said leave it in throughout the winter. So she left it in and just washed it.
Okay.
Like she just washed
what's the problem with that?
Because you have to take out, anytime you put extensions in your hair like braids, you take them out after 3 months. You let your hair breathe, you put them back in.
Like what's breathe mean?
Like you take them out like a day. Yeah, like a day. An hour. Breathe for a day.
A day?
Yeah, like a day, 2 days. And then you put the extensions back in. You comb it out, you wash it, you get the dead ends out. But if you just have extensions in your hair for 6 months, that's like dead hair on dead hair on dead hair. And it's eating away at your regular hair. So my hair was down to like boy cut basically when she took it out. And I never after that, sorry mom, you know me. So that's why never let my mama do my hair again. I never let her touch my hair again.
Is that why you had that cut back in the day?
That cut, yeah, that like one level looking.
Yeah, I remember that.
So now, that's like fast forward like 20 some odd, 25 years or whatever.
You hit that story well.
I've never gone back to the possibility of being natural and what that would look like and like feel like for me. So I want to really explore that and I want to do that for myself. Like I want to, like my hair is rebelling. Like it's not like my kitchen is a mess. And if you don't know what your kitchen is, it's the back of your head. My kitchen is an absolute mess. My hair feels like it's thinning. Like I just want to like just go all in, all natural. So the process that I'm probably going to go through is I'm going to do a couple of weaves, even though I hate my weaves.
You're
like
doing
I do not like weaves.
So if you bought it, it's yours.
If I bought it, it's mine.
Are you getting that Indian hair? You getting that?
I'm getting that
Thai hair. You getting that Brazilian hair?
I don't know which hair I'm getting. My
hairdresser's
getting it for me. I sent her some money. My hairdresser's getting it for me, but it's going to be a short. It's going to be a surprise.
So you could be wearing South American,
I could be wearing yaki. I could be wearing, I don't know what I'm wearing.
You could be wearing Southeast Asian,
yeah,
South
I could
American.
Be wearing any of those numbers of hair.
Do they Middle Eastern? Do those girls get
Middle Easterns do get hair? They shave their heads off.
You could be wearing the Arab hair.
I could be wearing anything, and I'm stressed out to come about this. Like, let me tell you.
When you get it done, you can't come here for like just come here so I can roast you for like the first.
Like the only time I've ever put weave in my hair, I put weave in my hair once when I was like 22 for 2 weeks, and it was long weave and I hated it. Like it was the worst experience of my life. So I don't necessarily want to do this, but I need, because I have short hair. You guys have seen it on the podcast pictures. It's really short, and I need to grow out my perm. So once I grow out that perm, I'm going to cut my hair off and I'm going to go with a one level. Like
I'm gonna have more hair than you.
You're gonna have more hair than me. I want to do the weave like 2-3 times before I cut my hair.
Okay.
Just to get that good grow out. So I'll probably like do it 2-3 times. So like the next 6 months I'll do weave, and then the following 6 months I'll do natural.
Okay, so we've been talking about hair, good hair, and that stuff. But I want to ask you a question.
What's up?
How do you feel when people ask to touch your hair or just touch your hair? Because I think we have different reactions.
Okay, so here's the thing about touching. First of all, I remember the first time someone asked to touch my hair, wanted to touch my hair. I was like in the 2nd grade, and they said my hair looked like pubes. They said my hair looked like pubes. Oh my God. Kids are mean.
Yeah.
They're just grotesque and horrible creatures. And so ever since then, when someone asks me to touch unless they're a good friend of mine, and I know they're just curious about all things black, like I'll let a good friend of mine touch my hair. Like if they're really interested in, like, they want to know. All my good friends that are white have touched my hair at some point or another. Let's put it that way. But if it's like a stranger and it's like one of the first things they ask me, I'm like, I feel like a monkey on parade. Like, I don't appreciate it. I don't like it. It's rude. It really puts me on the spot, because if I don't do it, then I'm the angry, black, like, resentful woman that just won't let you touch her hair and you don't understand why. But, like, imagine just put yourself in my shoes. If I was like, can I touch your white hair? Can I touch your, like, can I touch your white hair? Like, of course you might be okay with it, but I'm not okay with it. I'm not a fan.
No? Okay.
No, I'm not a fan. I think in the end, for the sake of keeping peace, I might just be like, whatever, just touch it. Just, like, touch it, but I'm not really a fan of that question.
Okay. I've never been asked, except for in moments where it's okay.
I would imagine a lot of girls asking you, like, can I touch it? Because your hair is, like, in a certain style right now that, like, even I want to touch it.
But it's only in moments where it's okay. Like, it's not going to be in a moment where, like, I've never been asked, like, in broad daylight walking on the street, oh my God, can I touch your hair? Or it's always a moment where if it's okay.
Yeah, I've been asked just by random people.
I was just curious to know what.
But the thing is, I also get asked, can I touch your breasts? Like, that's a question that people ask me on a regular basis when I'm, like, in a bar or club and someone's drunk. Like, girls are drunk in the bathroom. Yeah, because they think my boobs are fake. Like, I'll get a lot from women too that, oh, is your hair real? Like, because they assume my hair's a wig.
So how do you go from, is your hair real? So women just are boldish. Women are bold like
they're
that.
Ballsy. They're ballsy.
Oh, is your hair real? Are your boobs real?
Are your boobs real? Is your hair real? They don't care. They're ballsy. They're ballsy.
Wow. Yeah. If any girl ever asked me if my boobs were real, never mind. I don't know what I would do.
I just let them touch them. I don't care. I can't be bothered.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, I just, like, they're drunk, you know what I mean? They're not going to remember it in the morning. I don't feel like sexually harassed by the question, so I'm just like, whatever, just touch them. So you know they're real. You know, it's fine. I'm probably 1 or 2 in at that point too.
Touch it so you know it's real.
Yeah, I'm 1 or 2 in at that point, so it's like, whatever. It's just like, go with the flow, go with your feelings.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I don't know. I don't even know where to go with that. I guess you told me you wanted to talk about bad work ethic as well.
Yeah, I thought we'd mix the good with the bad today.
Is it? Now, I'm just curious as to why this came up. I think I know why, but I'm just wondering why.
Oh, it's Caravana. It's all about, you know what? I'm confessing. I don't know if any
bad work ethic and Caravana. I don't see the connection.
No, because I was accidentally, through your fault, booked for Caravana weekend, and I'm now trying to get the day off from.
See, this is the thing I don't understand. Why I told you it was what weekend it was, and then weeks later you asked me what day of the week it was. I'm like, I don't know, maybe the 10th, but. Why are you looking to me when there were so many other resources out there?
And that's the thing. This is not your fault.
So
as much as it is my fault.
Bad work ethic on your end.
This is bad work ethic on my end, and I didn't do the research. I didn't do the research. But I also had misinformation.
No, you didn't. You knew. You said, "Hey,
I had misinformation."
You're going to Caravana. That means if you type into Google Caravana. The date's gonna come up. It
actually was July 7th to the 12th, which is very confusing.
Whatever. I said it's a civic weekend, holiday weekend. That's it. That's all you needed to know.
The point is,
no. I need you to take responsibility for your. Say it's your fault. I need you to say it. Like, I'm
not. So it's partially my fault.
You're not going to take responsibility for your own actions.
I'm taking responsibility in a partial way.
You're not taking responsibility. You can't take responsibility for something that involves you. That you had full control over.
Fine, I'll take responsibility for my actions in this regard.
No. There's no buts. There's no buts. It's a period. It's a period. It's a full stop. It's a yes. It's a full stop.
But in my mind, you know I'm blaming you. That's all I want you to know. Okay. I'll take responsibility for the sake of the Dane to Dish podcast, but I'm blaming you in my mind, and I just want you to know that forever and for always. Okay.
Sure.
So I'm struggling right now to like find someone to take this day. And if I can't find someone to take this day, then I'm taking a personal day, and I'm just letting.
You do realize we're releasing this like tomorrow, right?
That's okay.
Okay. Okay.
That's okay. If my managers were listening, they'd let me know about it. So
that's true.
Yeah, they don't listen to the podcast.
I'm just saying it's out there.
It's out there, but I'm going to probably have to take a personal day. I have one girl who might be able to take the shift from me, but I have a very high sales target. So not everyone can take my
is that
shift.
it too?
That's the problem.
Oh, wow.
I have a high sales target because I'm a good seller.
You make minimum wage, but you have a sales target.
I have a sales target.
And that puts different people out of
the realm of taking my shifts. Yeah.
Whoa, there's so many things that make you want to have a bad work ethic in play at workplaces. Do you know what I mean? There's so many things. And then I just had a review. Yeah.
And they asked me like things like, what do you love about the company? Why do you like working here? And I'm like thinking like, ask me some bad stuff. Like ask me some stuff that I can tell you what's bad, not what's good. Like,
so what'd you say? My paycheck's on time?
I just said I liked working with the people. Like that's the easiest, like smoothest answer you can give in one of those reviews. Like you can't really do wrong with, I love who I work with, you know? So I just kind of like lied because I love most of the people I work with, but not everybody I work with. So.
You probably should have been a bit more honest.
Yeah, maybe.
I love most of the people I work with.
No, they're like asking me like, oh, where do you see yourself going like in the next 5 years, like in your future? And I'm like, well, not this. You know, I'm going to be hopefully doing my podcasts and public speaking and maybe doing some peer support work. Who knows? But I'm not going to be like here, if that's what you mean by... So it makes me feel like I have a bad work ethic. I don't come 15 minutes before my shift. Why? Why would I do that? I come 3 minutes before my shift. Like, I don't know.
So, do you think most people have that same type of work ethic? Because I've always had a pretty strong work ethic, but money has also played a very large factor in your work ethic. In my work ethic, because like I've known like you saw me earlier this year, you know, when I was finally like, this is my worth, pay me, and people started paying me, and it was like, oh, okay. And you saw me just like 12 13 hour days, just who cares, let's do it. But then I look back at other jobs and I've been like, well, I was getting paid fairly well, but I was still kind of a little bit comfortable. So I think that work ethic and being comfortable kind of go, it's like a teeter-totter maybe.
Yeah.
Because I think that once you may have great work ethic, but at some point you're gonna get comfortable
and you're gonna just stay at that level. You're gonna stay at that level. You're not gonna budge from there. You know, you won't do the most, you won't do the least, you'll just do the exact amount that you need to. Unless
you're doing the one thing that the things that you're passionate about.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because like I'm passionate about podcasting. I'm passionate about the production, all that. So
I'm passionate about writing.
You know, so it gets done. It's not a big deal, right? You know, but was I passionate about, you know, necessarily analyzing numbers for, you know, an IT department? Not really.
Was I passionate about being a business development manager for an incentive travel company? Absolutely not. I wasn't passionate about it. It was a paycheck. And it got to the point where my work ethic, like I was on Facebook every 5 minutes.
But you know, is it tough? Like you're there for a paycheck. Everybody knows you're there for a paycheck.
You're there for the bag.
But then you're supposed to pretend that you have this
joie de vivre, this passion for the job, like,
you know, like, and I always wondered, is everyone faking it? Because I'm like, I don't really want to fake it. Like, I just kind of like, I'm here for the paycheck, and if the paycheck, if my pay gets, you know, my paycheck bounces, I'm not going to be here. But I will do the job to the best of my ability, and I'll give you all the effort that I can. But I'm only as low as the paycheck. If your computers go down, meh.
I'm not helping you out.
You know, like we're not saving lives here. I don't work for a hospital. I think if my hospital check bounced, I might.
You might save a life.
I might consider it. You
might save a life.
Might save a life.
Like,
you know,
this is a tech paycheck.
You know what? Hey, we need to keep that respirator on. You know what? I think this is a good idea. This one, that's a good idea. Oh wait, we need to keep this computer on so we can, you know, sell more product.
Like who cares?
My paycheck
Get out of the way. Get out of the way. It does, I think, come down to sometimes a paycheck and incentives. Like what is your incentive to have a good work ethic where you work? Like what are they doing to make sure that and I know you should kind of go in there, and I think everyone goes in there all like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed with this great work ethic, getting things done on time, getting things done by the deadline, doing things to the best of their ability, like doing PowerPoint and, you know, graphs and like all the things that come with like a good work ethic. But eventually it wanes because maybe they're not being recognized for that work ethic.
But a lot of the times hiring managers and HR staff know exactly what they're looking for. And, you know, in some jobs they're looking for single moms. Some jobs they're looking for, you know, teenagers and people in their early 20s. Some jobs they're looking for men. Some jobs, you know, like sometimes you kind of know your demographic because you know kind of how to exploit it a little bit to your benefit. For, you know, capitalist gain.
I was actually thinking as you were talking instead of listening to you about procrastinating. Wow. No, I heard everything you said about procrastinating. Does that make you like a poor, like how does that necessarily, if you're a procrastinator, mean you have a bad work ethic? Because I'm a heavy procrastinator. I get some of my best ideas procrastinating. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, I get some of my best ideas procrastinating, but I try and build a schedule. I guess, you know, in some sort of routine.
Okay.
I kind of built in procrastination time into my routine.
That's amazing. I love that. I should do that.
Yeah, like in the morning, like when I get up, I got a buffer time where if I really just want to sit in bed and just lay there, then I'll just do that. But you know, or when I'm like, I'll budget like maybe like 3 or 4 hours to do, you know, my work for the day, and in there I'll have enough time to just kind of stop and like, you know, eat an orange and procrastinate about like, do I really want to do this? Do I really want to do this? And then just get back to it, you know.
Okay.
But you have deadlines, so I mean that kind of keeps you honest as well.
It does. So you said you built a routine for yourself. How valuable is that to your work ethic, having that routine?
It allows me to get a lot done in the day. I mean, I can get a lot done before most people wake up. I can get like
oh yeah, you get a shit ton more done than before I wake up. I wake up at like 10:30.
Oh yeah, by 10:30. I mean, I've read, I've gone to yoga class.
Yeah, you've done. You've milked a cow. You've milked a cow. You've hatched some eggs from a chicken. Like you've done it all.
Yeah, had some morning meetings already. You know. Like
oh my goodness.
Stuff. Yeah, I'm getting used to like these morning like Skype calls and stuff. Like,
okay.
I'm getting used to them now. I've got the 10 a.m. Skype call.
Oh, 10 a.m. Skype?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's pretty. It's almost consistent. It's not every day, but that's the time that it is when there is one.
Okay.
But yeah, I know. Like, I have my routine. I try and keep it consistent. You know, I luckily enough, like my activities in the evening are all around the same time throughout the week. So I can kind of have my meals at the same time. And now that I'm working a little bit more from home, I'm able to have a better control over my meals. I'm not tempted by, you know, all the flashy lights of the food court and all the samples and stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm not tempted by that either. Even though I work in a mall, I refuse to spend my money there.
Yeah. But yeah, now I just can't. Like, I'm not. If I would have to make an effort to leave my place to go somewhere and spend my money. But no, the routine is just, you know, just making sure that I, you know, every day I make sure that I, you know, I have a time to just, you know, just have some quiet time to read. I make sure I read every day. Some meditation, yoga, eat right, exercise, be active. The things that, you know, Michael talked about. That's just kind of like back in that episode of All Kinds of Crazy. If you haven't listened to it, you should go listen to it. It's a good one.
It is a goodie.
But just you know, just building a routine is just the way to go. I mean, I got some advice, you know, last year around this time when I was going through, you know, the beginnings of it was already passed by this time.
Beginnings of the ends. He's like the beginnings of the ends.
But yeah, like just routine. That's just the way to, I guess, build your work ethic as well.
I mean, I'm trying to come up with some kind of a routine for myself. I think it'll help now that I'm doing the pole dancing classes, which I'm not going to start. Shut up. I'm not going to start doing them for another month because we go to New York in a couple of weeks.
I still don't know when I'm going to go.
I have no idea. I'm going on the 17th to New York City. So just hi, New York. I'll be there with you soon, shortly. I love you. I'm trying to come up with a routine. I think it's going to be starting in September. I'm not going to bother trying to do it now. I'm going to start in September, and I'm going to do as many classes as I can for the whole exercise and balance there. And then I think I'll try to focus on my writing a lot more because that needs to get done. I'm procrastinating with that, and I hate that. But yeah, having a routine, like you said, JR, is absolutely key. And if you guys don't have a routine, why don't we work together and we'll build one? So yeah, we'll build one. If you're like me and you're just a friggin' procrastinator and you just can't get over your whole procrastinating like vibe, then write to us and we'll build it together. We'll do it together. We'll walk this journey together. Yes. So JR, please tell them how they can reach us. Oh, and if you have any like advice for me about one, leveling my hair, if you don't think it's a good idea because you've seen my face and you're like, this is not a good idea for you, Onika, please just like write to me and let me know that it's not a good idea. I'd appreciate that feedback. So all right, JR, go ahead.
Definitely, if you have anything to dish on Onika's hair or anything else on good hair or work ethic, send us drop us a line, send us a message at Dysh, DYSH at daintydish.com. That's DAINTYDYSH.com. If you are interested in taking a look at our Instagrams, just you want to see what we're up to, you can follow Onika at Best of Onika. You can take a look at me at Best of JR. So you said you're procrastinating on your writing, but is there anything new that's up on your website right now?
What is up on the website right now? There's a couple poetry and journal entries up there that are new.
All right, check those out. You can check those out at onikadainty.com. It's just the way you spell her name, Onika Dainty, ONIKA
DAINTY.com.
If you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts,
give us a 5. We deserve 5.
Yeah, and please subscribe. Leave us some feedback. We will truly appreciate it. We will definitely read it because that's what we do.
Yeah, we're here.
If you're listening to us or watching us on YouTube or listening to us on SoundCloud, please subscribe and leave some feedback as well. We truly appreciate that. I just want to thank you for listening. From the bottom of my heart, I truly appreciate it.
Oh, from the very bottom.
Yeah, from the very bottom. I truly, truly appreciate it. And that's it for me.
Well, that has been the dish of the day. And I hope y'all have yourselves a very, very, very happy hump day.